Hello my gorgeous lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Today is a super exciting video because I am in need for some extreme retail therapy. So guess what we're doing? We're going book shopping! I'm so excited right now. I haven't done a big book shopping spree in such a long time. I have 2 gift cards, $150 that I can spend on books. I'm so excited. Let's just get into it, guys. This book literally is my name. Should I get it? Maybe if it was in paperback, I would. Not for $23. Damage was in fact done. Do you see this? Do you see this? Once again, damage was in fact done. Okay, I'm gonna stack these here. Oh no. Did you see those falling? They're just gonna lay there like that. Obviously, I went to the bookstore, bought a ton of books. I'm actually gonna count them really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 books. 13 new books. When I already have over 100 on my TBR. I don't even know because I don't want to count. This is my receipt. This is how long it is. Let me tell you guys what the grand total of 13 books came to. So it came to $211.63. I am obviously a member there because I buy books a lot. So that took some money off, but it doesn't really tell me how much money it took off. Actually, I found it. So for having the discount card, I got $17.50 off for that. Promotional savings, I got $33 off of that. I don't really know what that means. If you didn't know Books A Million, when you're a member there, they send you this list of coupons that you can use. I had a $25 off and a $100 purchase. So of course I used that today. And then with my gift cards, I only ended up paying $11.85 out of pocket for all these. So girl math means that it was basically free. We're gonna start off with this haul. I'm gonna show you guys all the books that I got. So first thing I got was The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. I don't really know what this book is about. I've just seen it on YouTube and stuff, just a little bit. And Sarah Caroli says that it's really, really good. And in Sarah Caroli we trust. So I got this, and it also was buy one get one 50% off. So of course I had to get another one with the sticker on it. So the first book, The Prison Healer. And then in the bargain book section, I always go in there to see if there's any really good books, because sometimes I have found really, really good books in the bargain book section. I found 2 books in the Throne of Glass series in there one time. I got The Anarchist Club by Alex Reeve. I think that's how you say it. This sounded super duper interesting. And It was only $6. So of course I had to get it. I had to get it. Basically, I guess what happens in this is there's this guy who it follows. His name is Leo. He's the main character of the book, and there's a woman that gets murdered in the Club of Anarchists, which I don't really know what that is, but his address is in her purse, like after she gets murdered, and he has no clue who this woman is. So it basically follows the mystery around that, and I don't know, it just sounded super interesting, so I got it. Then I have Everything by Nicola Yoon. I think that's how you say that. I don't know why I picked this up, honestly. I just saw it in the YA section, and I feel like I've seen this somewhere, and I heard that it's super duper sad. It's about this girl who hasn't left her house in a very, very long time, and she only sees her mom and her nurse because she's not allowed to leave her house because she has really, really bad allergies and will like die if she goes outside. And then a guy moves in, his name is Ollie. He moves in next door, and a little romance sparks up from there, I guess. But is this a show? I feel like this is a show or something, but I know it's really, really sad, so, and it's super short. I've been looking for shorter books lately because I read lots of longer books, or I feel like I only have really longer books. So I wanted to get some short ones so that if I felt like I was getting into a reading slump, or if I felt like I just needed a quick little read, that I could do that. So that's why there's lots of shorter books in here. Okay, and then we have Twisted Lies by Anna Wong. This is the 4th book and the final book in the Twisted series. The Twisted series is a whole bunch of interconnected standalones, so you can really read any of them at any time. Like, you don't have to go from the 1st to the 2nd to the 3rd to the 4th. But this is the 4th in the series. I have read all of them except this one, so this is the final one I needed to read. So I was like, might as well get it, because I want to finish off the series, because I'm in the middle of way too many right now. If you guys want to see a video on how many series I'm in the middle of, let me know. It basically follows a group of girls. There's 4 girls, and each of the girls gets their own book. So it follows each of the girls in their own romance. So I don't know how I'm gonna like this one. And then I'm matching with this one. And then I got Heartless by Elsie Silver. This is the 2nd book in the Chestnut Spring series. The Chestnut Spring series is, again, a whole bunch of interconnected standalones like the Twisted series, but this one is cowboy romance. So this follows like the, what are their last names? The Eaton brothers, I'm pretty sure. And each boy gets his own book, I think. Again, I haven't finished the series, I haven't even read the 2nd book, so I'm also matching with this one. And then we have Unravel Me by Tara Mafi. If you guys don't know what this Shatter Me series is, I don't know how you don't know what that is, but anyways, it's a YA romance series, and it's about this girl who's been locked up in this jail, and it's like after the world has kind of like fallen apart, and like an organization has like taken over the world and is like ruling it. And this girl's name is Juliet, and she's been in a prison for a really, really long time. The reason why she's been locked away in prison is because anytime she touches someone, she kills them. Yeah, sounds pretty gruesome for YA, and honestly, it's not really. This is the 2nd book in the series. It's like an 8-book series with a whole bunch of novellas and stuff. And I read the 1st one and I absolutely loved it, which I feel like is a really unpopular opinion. I feel like people don't really love the 1st book in the Shatter Me series, but I was like giggling and kicking my feet. I don't know. I don't know if there's something wrong with me, but that's just me. I also love these covers. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion either, but literally look at this cover. Like, each of them have different like eyes and artwork that goes around the eyes, and I think they're so pretty. And this one I picked up off a whim. This is Jana Goes Wild by Farrah Heron, and I really don't know why I picked this. It was pink, and it has an elephant and giraffe on the front of it, and that convinced me. That convinced me alone. The fact that it was pink and it has an elephant and giraffe on it. Let me read the back so I can tell you a little bit what it's about. Okay, so what I'm getting from the vibes of this is kind of Anyone But You movie. This is about Jana, and Jana has a kid. I don't know why that really matters, but she has a kid with this guy. This guy does something wrong. They're not together anymore, but she gets invited to a destination wedding at a national park, and everyone she knows is going to be there, including her ex. And basically what she has to do is she goes through this whole like ordeal at this bridesmaid thing, trying to get along with everyone, and she starts to fall for a guy. I don't know why. If you guys have seen Anyone But You, it's that new rom-com that came out with Sydney Sweeney. I don't know, this is just giving me those vibes because in that movie they also go away to a destination wedding and there's like a romance in there and stuff. I don't know. I forgot I got this book. Kind of twinning as well. I got With Love from Cold World by Alicia Thompson. This one was also part of the buy one get one 50% off deal. And I saw it sitting there, and this one always catches my eye because, like, tell me that that's not the cutest cover ever. Like, I know some people don't like characters kissing on their books, but for some reason this one's just doing it for me. I haven't seen anyone talk about this one personally, so I want to get my opinions on it, and I didn't even read the back of the book. I just picked it up because of the cover. So whoever says don't judge a book by its cover, I know there's a deeper meaning to that, but in literal terms, I judge books by their cover. Then we have The Good Part by Sophie Cousins. This is what the front looks like. Kind of a cute cover. And I actually read the back of this. This was sitting out on one of the front tables, and I've never heard or seen anyone talk about this one either personally. And this is basically about this girl named Lucy. She doesn't really love her life and where she's at this point, and so she stumbles upon this like wishing machine, and she wishes she could skip to the good part of her life. Hence why it's called The Good Part. And she wishes she could skip to the good part of her life. She goes to bed that night, she wakes up, she has 2 kids, she's married, she's in a bed with a guy, like her husband, and she is like looking in the mirror, and she's like in her 40s, and she's like, wait, what the heck? How did I get here? Like, did I just forget my life, or did the wishing machine actually work? I love movies. There's like 13 going on 30 where this happens. Like, she wishes she was older and she was 13, wakes up the next morning, she's 30. There's another movie, I can't remember what it's called, but I loved it. It was about a little boy who stumbled upon a wishing machine, and he went into the future as well, and he experienced a lot of just life things that you experience when you get older. And I just love books like these because I think that the characters learn very important life stories like immediately, and they have to grow up so quick. It makes you cherish your childhood and cherish when you're young. And I don't know, I just love stories like this, so I feel like this is going to be a really, really good book. This one was also part of the buy one get one 50% off deal. It's These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. I genuinely don't know what this book is about, but I have seen popular TikTokers and YouTubers talk about this book and say that it's pretty good or really good. I don't know, I haven't seen anyone talk about it in a while, but I remember seeing it a little bit ago. So let me read the back real quick so I can tell you what it's about maybe. Okay, yeah, I just read that and that's making no sense. Fantasy books, when I read the back of them, really make no sense until you're like in the story, or at least for me, that's how it is. So I'm kind of excited for this one. I got Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. Again, people kissing on the cover. Sorry if you don't like that. Fun fact, guys, I've never read an Ali Hazelwood book, and she has some popular ones out there, and she's a pretty popular author that when she's coming out with a new book, people are looking forward to reading that book. So I am excited to finally see what the hype is about, and I've heard this one's super duper good. This is her newest release. And then I got When in Rome by Sarah Adams. This is what it looks like. From what I can remember hearing about this book, it's basically that there's the main girl character and her car breaks down and she's in Rome, Kentucky, and she's outside this guy's like front lawn, and he comes out and helps her fix her car. But obviously this is a romance book, so a little romance sparks up from there. This is a really, really short book, but I've heard that it's so good. And then last but not least is You with a View by Jessica Joyce. Every single time I've gone into the bookstore the past few times, this book has just been speaking to me. Like, I see it every time on the shelves, no matter where it is, because my Books A Million just did a little refresh. They added taller shelves and more books can fit on those shelves, but anytime I'm in there, I see this book and it just catches my eye. And fun fact, Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren is one of my favorite books ever. And before I was on Book Talk or anything like that, it kept catching my eye in the bookstore. And eventually one day I picked it up before seeing anything about it again. And I read that and it ended up being one of my favorite books of all time. So I have a good luck with things just catching my eye and me just putting it off, and then eventually buying it and reading it. So I'm hoping this lives up to my preconceived notion of it, that I'm gonna really like it because it kept catching my eye. But like, look at this cover, it's gorgeous. those are all the 13 books that I got today. I'm super excited to read them. I'm actually probably going to start one of them right now because when you get new books, you just want to read one of them. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please don't forget to, of course, like, comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff that you guys know how to do. And I will see you guys in the next one.